shit. These are my favorite books of all time. I realize it's been a while since I've spoken about my favorites, and I've definitely added some since then, so we're going to go through them. Now, these are not books that I've just rated 5 stars. I did rate them 5 stars, but for whatever reason, they're above and beyond the other books that I've rated 5 stars. It's the best of the best. It's the best books that I've read so far. And we're going to start with something that I actually finished this year, and that's the Wayward Pines trilogy by Blake Crouch. I heard a ton of good things about the first book, and I bought it and devoured it in like 2 days, and then I went back to Barnes & Noble and got the other 2 books, and I figured, yeah, I'm going to finish this trilogy over the course of this year. No, I read the entire trilogy in 2 weeks. It was so good, so addictive. I could not put it down, and one of the craziest plot twists I've ever read before. I have here The Teacher by Frida McFadden. If you've seen my page, you know that I've read a decent amount of her books, and for whatever reason, the plot twist in this one just stands out among the other ones. I know that this is a controversial book. Not a lot of people appreciate this one, but for me, I did. I don't know. I thought it was great. It caught me off guard, which was a good thing because I had read a lot of her books at that time, and they were starting to get like a little formulaic to me, and then this one came along, and it was like, whoa. I also have Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. I think I just like him as an author because this is the 4th book by him that I've read, and they're all on my all-time favorites list. This was my first venture outside of the thriller genre, and I was glad that I did it because it was a great book. It was very easy to read, and for somebody that was new to something like that, well, much appreciated. I have Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. This is another author that I've read a majority of his books, and this one just stands out to me for some reason. I really enjoyed this one. It was very atmospheric, and at the time, I think it was also a sense of accomplishment because it's around 380 pages, so that was pretty beefy at the time, and I was like, wow, I finished a book that long, and it was great. Actually genuinely creepy. Kind of scared me a little bit. I have The Whispers by Ashley Audrain. If you ask me, Ashley Audrain is the most underrated author going right now. She only has 2 books, but both of them were 5-star reads for me. They're just great domestic thrillers, and the endings to her books never disappoint. So give that one a shot if you haven't. Saving Noah by Lucinda Berry. I know that majority of her books are pretty popular. This is the only one. Oh no, I read The Perfect Child, but this one stands out above this and The Perfect Child. Great book. Another great plot twist. My girlfriend had to explain it to me like 2 days later, and then it finally clicked. Speaking of girlfriend recommendations, I have Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. She's a big Alice Feeney fan, and she's like, you got to read her books. You got to read her books. And she made me read this one. She's still asking me to read Daisy Darker, but I got around to this one, and she's right. It's a pretty good book. Very atmospheric, snowy conditions, great plot twist. It's right there in your face, but you just don't see it. I have Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. This was the first full-length Stephen King book that I read, and I still have a sense of accomplishment for it. And it was a great book. It was like one of those moments where it clicked. It's like, wow, so he really is as good as everybody says he is. I have the other 2 books in the trilogy, and I hope to finish them this year, but we'll see.